Last time on, you've got this partially impaled but still alive Glizzle Gus female mage, Kier Bravanjo. You probably find her sexy, but you're married to my daughter, so back the fuck up. And you've recently just sort of meandered to the north into a storage closets of sorts, which just happen to be filled with various sized pickles. Some of them, many of them, in oversized jars that could barely sit on the shitty, shoddy shelving that they were placed upon. And upon breaking and shattering, they sprouted muscular, badass arms and legs and began like just fucking feverishly attacking you, biting and chomping at you. I think Keth was the only one who actually got bit, if I'm not mistaken, or damaged during this encounter. Um, is that
Yeah.
incorrect? Because I think Ari and Kier might have been damaged before in the orc feast hall that you all kind of ran away from or backed away from.
I'm pretty sure I got eaten by a pickle.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you did too, Morty. So if you could just roll a percentage die for me real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome
Oh,
back, baby.
real lucky for you, Morty. Real lucky for you, because those are lycanthrope pickles, and you had a 20% chance to come down with the sickness, just like that fucking song. But fortunately, you are not currently feeling a desire to douse yourself in vinegar and other formaldehyde-like liquids right now.
Jeez.
So here you stand between the pickle storage room and the pit which once housed the mage. You're still in my dungeon. You're not even, but kind of close to halfway through. Ball's in your court. I'm just gonna sit back and drink this delicious energy water that's actually just water. Maybe I'll put on the slow, thinky, we don't know what the fuck we're doing dungeon crawl music.
Can I see the map real quick?
No.
Oh yeah. Let me know if you need anything else pushed over. That's what I imagine your brain sound like. But you, Jerry, your brain is probably just a bit more.
My brain is great.
A bit more like that. Right
Thanks for asking. Let's see. I think we should go this way.
Okay.
Is this a door? This looks like a door. This could be the way out.
Didn't we just go that way?
Well, we came from that way.
Yeah, isn't that where the zombies are? You're going the way where the zombies were.
In that door?
Yeah.
Kier, you kind of go back and you remember this room. This was the many-doored room, and there's still like this tense kind of like magical aura, but none of the trapped door magic seems to be active since you've solved the room.
Oh, so there's no door in the going up?
There is still a door to the north, yes, but like the glowing light that like was hovering in the center of the room is just sort of like sitting more like a normal light fixture at the ceiling in the center of the room now.
Yeah. Well, I think we should go through this door.
You're heading east there?
Yeah. That's back to where the. No, we already been through there.
Right here. Look,
We went through.
have we been through here?
Yeah.
You can make an intelligence check. Sherry.
I can't remember.
I'm super intelligent. Let me
Yeah,
take a look at
so
this.
it shouldn't be any problem.
Not a problem.
Oh, just barely made it. You got vague memories of buttless zombies with a strapped-down ghoul who tried to talk you out of freeing him. I think one of you even snagged a ring out of there.
That's
on this door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Not
Oh,
that
and
door.
actually, Ari, didn't you grab that ring?
Me, yeah.
Yeah,
I grabbed every ring that
I'm feeling
there
generous.
was.
We won't do any of this fucking bullshit. You got to sleep to a tune stuff. Let's go a little old school.
I think I have
say
it in my inventory.
equipped it. Yeah. You've got that.
I have ring. It's called Ring of Protection.
You've got it equipped. I just I turned the equipped part on, and let me add your AC. Just 1 second.
Keth, which way do we go?
Leather.
Oh, so are we going back to? Oh, are we going back to the mage?
What's on the other side of that door? What's on the other side of this door? I can't remember.
Which door?
I think that honestly, if I recall
you have
correctly,
not been through that particular door.
but I think about right here is where Dan Harmon is.
Yeah, up north is Dan Harmon.
So let's kill him.
I don't know if that's possible. He died last time we tried to kill him.
Will we? Something tells me that I know what we need to do this time,
Oh.
guys. Like I think I just know. I just feel like I know what to do.
I don't trust you.
I just
Not
feel like
saying you don't deserve my trust, but
I feel like I have a good idea.
Just drinking my water here. You guys tell me where the
well,
ball's gonna land.
Okay.
I don't really know where
Keth,
else
when
to
is-
go. So
where do we go, Keth? Do we want to clear this place?
I mean, do you want to?
seems
no.
dangerous to me.
We can unlock one of the doors if we go back. One of the runes, right? Because we have a mage that does all the magic things.
Yeah, that's me.
And don't we have?
Do we have a healing potion?
Glizzle Gus kind of like postures a little bit, looking at you.
Guzzle Gus.
Morty for sure is gawking.
Okay, fine. Here, let's go check out all the doors first.
But do you guys have it? Does someone have a health potion? Does someone have a health potion?
I don't have a health potion.
Check your bags to see if you have a health potion.
I'm checking him again. I don't have one, Morty or Keth.
Dad, do you have a health potion?
I don't have a health potion.
Well, we need a health potion if we want to do the thing. Either that or we go kill Dan Harmon.
I don't have a health potion. Guzzle Gus, can you health pot us?
I don't have any potions of healing.
Have you checked? Maybe
We all double checked when he asked. You might as well help. Guzzle Gus.
Can I look down into the pit where she was at and see if I see any health potions dangling between the teeth of all those things?
Yeah, you may. You may.
maybe you kept one in a safe place.
Maybe.
Perception. I'm just real fucking good at perception.
Jesus, man.
I'm like
You al-
leaning.
You almost
I'm
fall
leaning.
over. You almost
Yeah.
fall over, and Glizzle Gus like takes her staff and just kind of like pushes you back over.
No,
Just teeters the weight back over to the safe side of things.
I don't think there's one down there.
You don't see anything down there. She's like, I think I would have drank it by now if I had a healing potion. She kind of like gestures to the still gaping, only partially healed wound that the spike was going through in her abdomen.
That's a solid point.
Out of curiosity.
Wipes a bit of blood off her lip.
So when we TK'd the first time,
Yeah.
if we were to have spawned back as the same characters, what memories will we have had? And since we've switched characters but we're the same people, what memories do we possess, or like how?
Oh,
You know what I mean, like how does? I don't want to break it. But
I'd like to think that you are all fresh clones from Rick's backup clone repository, and are not like sharing the same soul or anything like that.
In that case,
If we don't have the magic, we shouldn't go to the wizard. Maybe if we go through that pickle room.
Through the pickle room?
Yeah.
That's
yeah, Dad.
dangerous.
No,
There's danger
just-
in every room.
Yeah, but at least we know there are pickles in there. We'd be like super quiet and stealthy and shit, and go in there. You know?
Yeah, come on, Dad. Let's go.
Maybe we could eat all the pickles.
Don't encourage him, Keth.
I don't want to eat those.
Okay, but be super quiet and sneaky.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, you gotta be stealthy. Shh. Quiet.
Didn't you say there's a trap door in here that leads up?
In which room?
In the pickle room.
In the pickle room.
Yeah?
No, not a trapdoor that leads up. There was just like a ladder that goes all the way up to the upper shelves of the pantry. And on the outskirts, where you've already shattered most of the closest large jars, you're safe to like sort of pass through on this sort of single file pathway. But there are still a number of larger pickle jars kind of precariously placed on various shelf levels to the west in there.
Hey, you know what? Should we take like a short rest here before we continue adventuring? Do you think?
Yeah.
That won't help me at all, but yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't get any of my spells back.
Yeah, but you get a hit dice.
Oh, right. I'm bleeding. Yes. Let's do this.
You look down. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not rest in the pickle room.
Well, they're all
In the
talking to
pickle-
us.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine they wouldn't stop
Yeah,
talking?
yeah.
You feel a lot of unseen eyes on you as you enter and exit the pickle room several times whilst meandering over your decisions here.
Oh my gosh.
Decisions are really hard. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna roll my hit dice.
I'd like to think you're all just kind of like leaning against the round wall, like your feet kind of placed up near the deep, dangerous pit.
No, my feet are dangling over it. I'm just,
Okay.
sitting at the edge.
I feel so healthy.
Short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I only have one hit die.
You.
Fuck. I do.
And how do hit dice recover?
You just drag it from your HP.
Yeah, or double click it.
No, but I'm sorry. How do you get them back? How do you accrue them?
Oh, you get them back
Long
on long rests.
You get like half of them back.
You get
on
like
long
half
rest.
back, yeah.
Gotcha.
So it is like a it does it's like a replenishing health potion in a way, but if you use all of them, then on like the day that follows, you would only have like half left or something like that. I think it is.
Gotcha.
Is anyone else still using a hit die? Let's say Glizzle. Glizzle will use one. What would she have? D6. She'll use 2. Oh, bitch! Damn, girl!
Damn, girl, what your name is?
20.
That's a DeGuinny.
Damn girl, what that ass do?
Damn, girl, you looking good. That rested you good.
I'm serious. That was actually a thing that my college roommate used to say. A DeGuinny.
Winnie?
Damn, girl, what your name is? Well, he was from Honduras, and that's how he would flirt with girls at parties. He like his English.
Damn,
would,
girl, what
yeah,
your
he'd
name
go,
is?
Damn, girl, what your name is? And we would joke about
Is
that.
he white?
No, he's from Honduras,
Okay.
and so we call him,
Damn,
hey
girl,
dude,
what your name
like, hey dude, check it out, DeGuinny's over there. That was the acronym for it. Damn, girl, what your name is?
Hey, yo, DeGuinny.
I can imagine a white dude doing that to you, though. That's just...
Yeah, totally.
That makes it even more funny than it is.
Yes. Very feasible.
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very feasible. Okay, you've let's say about like an hour and a half, maybe 2 go by where you're all just sort of taking a beat after taking several beatings. Yeah, you feel like a ringing in your head after that time period, almost as if like Rick's just like shouting your mind, like, "Get up, get moving through my fucking dungeon. It's just not gonna solve itself."
Okay.
Okay,
Well.
let's go back where we were gonna go.
I think we should
Which is
maybe
where?
go this way.
No, wait,
No, wait,
no,
not that way.
no.
Not that way. Yeah, not that way. I don't go that way.
Up here.
Morty starts heading towards the north past the pickle room.
That's
You
where I'm
stand,
going.
you stand in front of an unlocked door to the north.
Okay. I look through the. Is there like a little keyhole? Can I see through it?
Oh yeah, there is. You can tell it's
What do I
another one
see?
of those little fucking just 10-foot skinny hallways that ends in
Careful,
another
Morty, you're
door.
gonna poke your eye out.
Yeah, I open it.
Careful,
Okay,
Kath.
okay.
And,
You
just
open
gonna-
that door.
I want to stealth super quietly to the next door.
Oh, okay,
Gosh,
okay.
Kath, you didn't
Make,
even
Super
name it,
quietly,
like,
super
okay.
quietly.
make a stealth check. Glizzle Gus is like slowly gliding on the floor
Oh, fuck, yes.
behind Jerry, always staying about
Guzzle Gus, be
5, 7
careful.
feet back. Still clutching at her abdomen, but she seems much better.
I
You
stay back with
okay?
the wizard.
sneak forward, Morty, and you're very quiet. You're very quiet, and your dad. You can hear your dad, but he's quiet enough by your standards.
Okay.
Ari Strongbow, since you are moving in close proximity to your sneaking brother, I need you to make a stealth check as well.
Okay. I wasn't trying to go to I was going to the threshold of the door. I didn't mean to cross over. If that's
Fair enough. It's fair enough. Just making sure you didn't make any loud noises as you kept your
Yeah,
distance
you
there.
didn't step on a pickle.
Yeah.
Oh
There's
god.
a lot,
damn
a lot
it,
of
the-
broken glass and slippery, pickle guts everywhere.
Oh, these goddamn skill checks. I gotta re-put them on the hot bar.
Ooh, okay, yeah, you're quiet enough. I
Really
mean,
stealthy.
you definitely feel some crunching glass that echoes in the pickle room, but it's nothing that permeates too far to the north there. Keth, you're quiet. Your allies are quiet enough. There is, in fact, it's almost like one of those just fucking well-designed shaped keyholes, like really old school, real stylish, and big enough for you to like look in and see a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in.
Okay, you kind of
See what I see. Oh fuck yeah! See what I
Oh
see.
wow, you get a good
You're so
peripheral
polar with this character.
Wow.
good peripheral look in there, and you see this like bearded, grizzled guy hunched over his inkwell and parchment, just scribbling away, and then stopping and cursing and like throwing shit in the air. And like at the moment, he just sort of finished one of his like, he's like yelling at himself, and he's just kind of leaning on his face and palm. And he just kind of like leans back in his chair, and just talking to himself a little bit. And you can hear him. You can hear him say something. It's like, how many evil mages should I write into this story? You can kind of hear him mumbling loudly.
Oh shit. Do I see a body or blood drag marks?
You do see blood drag marks. Yes. You do not see any bodies.
Oh jeez. Okay. Oh jeez. And I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna stealth back, and I'm gonna tell Ari.
I don't see you.
Oh yeah.
Kath! Kath, what are you saying?
Hands are like against the wall, and I'm like
Oh yeah.
back to you.
Okay.
Oh jeez, there's some dude in there's writing about some kind of sorcerer, and there's like blood drag trails on the ground.
Maybe he likes sorcerers.
Do you think that we should, maybe like just fucking kill that guy? I mean, or do you think?
I mean,
What if he's a
I
friend?
get.
What if
I
he's
don't think
not?
friends have that much blood in. Dad,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Morty, did
Yeah.
he look like a bad guy?
Did he look like a bad guy?
You did roll a 20 on your perception.
That's right.
It is 100% a guy who just looks very busy and very in his own mind at the current moment. Didn't look like he had again, he's just writing at a desk, and compared to everything else you've encountered in Rick's dungeon so far, that seems quite tame to
Yeah,
you,
I mean-
Morty.
So, I mean, he just looks tired. It looks like he could use a cup of coffee, maybe.
Maybe he just needs to stop writing for a little bit. Maybe we can help him stop writing.
I mean, but how do we do that unless we're his playthings and he tries to kill us?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, we should definitely kill him then.
Well, I mean,
but maybe he should just stop writing first, guys.
maybe. Well, why don't you go ask him?
I mean,
I'll be right
okay.
behind you. I'll be right behind you.
I mean, okay. And then I walk forward,
Okay.
And be super stealthy
and
behind.
I try to be super sweet as I walk in here.
Okay. Yeah.
And I look back at Keth.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Mr. Writer Man, we're just here to see how you're doing, and you look like you're working really hard over here, writing about all your sorcery and everything. You want to take a break at some point in time? And then I stand defensively, just kind of waiting for his response.
Okay, hold on a second.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
I try to put that really like teenage girlish cheerleader charm. Like only one who cares about popularity could.
And you kind of like imagine you just kind of like you quickly open the door, you just like stride in like you just walked into like your brother's bedroom with like no fucks to give, and you deliver your little missive.
No,
Jerry.
No. I say if I were to walk in, it's kind of like, hey.
Oh, okay.
You know, like hey, miss. Like I know I'm. Yeah, but I'm trying to.
Okay, Jerry, you're kind of looking in. Okay, she falls in. Okay, you come in and do that, and like he's still like kind of like arms crossed, like thinking and like talking to himself. Like when you look at me, like, huh? Ah, jeez, Christ. How many of you are there? He kind of looks at you with frustration. You deliver your line.
What do you mean, how many of us?
With your initial line, roll a persuasion check for me.
A persuasion check? Sorry.
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna do great at this, but I'm not gonna do terrible.
Kind of like, still thinking like, it's like, well, I have sort of hit a wall, and he kind of like looks up at you, and he's sort of like, you can see like his eyes are a little more focused now, like he's sort of squinting, like they're bloodshot as all hell. He sort of like rests the quill down defensively.
I kind of relax myself a little bit.
What do you, maybe you can give me some ideas.
Okay.
I was writing about this all-powerful evil mage, real nasty son of a bitch. And and then all of a sudden there's this like fucking magic gun that just dematerializes the fucking guy. And now I can't unwrite it. It's just done at this point. So I was thinking I'd bring back this old character. Another one I saw come through this fucking. This is an office. This is a place of work. But this other group came through her. This fucking tall, lanky, real lithe, kind of terrifying but sort of sexy mage came through. And from what I heard, she's no longer among the living. I think one of my spike traps did her in. But I'm thinking about bringing her back. Maybe she still had an ounce of life left. Maybe some hapless adventurers healed her, brought her forward. I could work her back into the main story.
Sounds
something.
Like you're talking about Guzzle Gus.
Who? What's her name? I never got a name. Guzzle Gus. That's a terrible name for a female mage.
I think it's Glizzle Gus. I think.
Oh, Glizzle Gus.
Glizzle Gus. Who the fuck would write a name like Glizzle Gus?
You could write whatever you wanted. You could probably change. You could write whatever name you wanted. Really. I mean.
Well, what about Liz? What about Liz?
Liz?
Liz.
It's kind of plain for a female mage. What about like
Lizelle? Lizelle.
Lizelle.
Are there any couches?
What about
here?
Euphora?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ovile? No, that sounds bad too. He kind of like he quickly slips back into deep thought for a minute.
Do you have any furniture?
Just this chair. I love this chair.
Wait, is Glizzle Gus out of character? Is Glizzle Gus? Are we on the right? Is that the right thing? Person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You all know Glizzlegus is like kind of like skulking in the hallway and sort of like pressed against the wall. Like you can tell she's heard some of this, Morty.
And she's the most beautiful and the most wonderful, and her eyes are deep like the ocean.
Kenneth, take it easy, man. Just bring her in.
And she's got like the sleekest,
He's
blackest hair
Hey,
that
go
Yeah, the
get
way
us
you
down
gross
to her
hair.
shoulders.
and I push Keth out of the way like a older sister pushing her
Like
pervy
pushing
brother out
him
of the
like
way.
back into the
Hey,
hallway.
Keth, just no, this way,
Oh, okay.
so that I could get
And-
by
Oh,
to
okay.
help Glizzle Gus. Come
And
on,
it-
Glizzle Gus. It's not a big
her
deal. Come on,
breasts
get out
are
of here, Keth.
beautiful and
God,
big and-
gross. And I bring Glizzle Gus to Harmon. Yeah, to the writer, I should say.
She are you're like dragging her or like just asking her to
No,
follow?
I'm just like, come on. And I'm like, yeah,
She
walking as far as she'll go. Yes.
she hesitantly like walks forward and sort of peeks her head through the threshold,
What's wrong?
and she just like locks eyes with the writer, and she just gets this like stone cold gaze, and she like hisses almost immediately, "You."
Oh,
And you
jeez.
see her like her staff just starts crackling and channeling with energy, and he looks at her and he like whips his quill up into the end and like ink splatters in sort of slow motion. He's like, you are alive. He looks down at the page and looks back at her, and he like writes a little bit more. Glizzle Gus, then.
Yeah, that's her name, Glizzle Gus.
Yeah, maybe she does come back, and she turns on her new compatriots, and he quickly starts writing as he speaks.
Do that.
And
Can I take an action?
You can take an action,
Oh.
but everyone roll initiative first. You can have one reaction.
I see him starting to do this.
Yep.
As you said, I imagine he takes the quill as he's saying that, and he starts, before he starts to write.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I know I'm at close range, but I just want to take my bow and try and shoot the quill out of his hands as he tries to like put it to paper.
Okay. Well, you've got two options. You
Yeah.
can do that at close range with disadvantage,
Yeah.
or you can try to just smack it with an unarmed attack or something.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
No
saying. I see what you're saying.
disadvantage.
No, I'm gonna use the disadvantage because that's what I would have done.
Perfect.
I thought about this.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's what I would have done. Sorry if I fucked this up, guys, but now this is happening.
2 force.
It was meant to be, but you hit.
You well, you fired at the you
Quill.
said you were specifically firing at the quill, correct?
Oh shit.
Yes. Cool.
So yes, you do not hit
Trying to
that.
knock it out of his hand.
You do not hit that. That's a very different.
Does she hit
That's different
him
AC.
though?
I got an 11. It's not that bad.
I'd say you were aiming for the thing. It just sails over his hand,
Shitty
clinks against the wall wide, and he just looks at you all and says, "Oh yeah, this will be real nice for my next chapter." And he starts,
I'm gonna
and
run
he,
up and
and he
stab
starts scribbling. And as
I
you,
stab him.
as the rest of you start to try to move, the room, almost as if you had another soul in another life and another version of this dungeon, would remember this strange vertigo transition moment where you all start shifting backwards in a way and quickly find yourselves at the end of a long corridor. 1 second, please.
Shit. We were right there. We gotta get that. Gotta get that thing out.
Just shoot him.
He's gonna write our death.
Just shoot him. You've got a
Yeah.
bow. Just shoot him. Glizzlegus is gonna turn on us.
I think that ship has sailed.
I don't want to have to wedge my knife between her beautiful breasts.
Do we see any I don't know, dead Jerrys?
No, but you do see a lot of
Faces?
blood. And the room is a slightly different shape than what you would have remembered if you remembered things, which you don't. Crazy.
Oh, shit.
1 sec, let me just put a few things in order here. So he's like, yeah, this is gonna be real nice chapter. Kier, in the start of the proper round of what is now this writer's proposed combat, you may go first.
Nice.
Oh, we did initiative. Oh, I'm
No.
sorry. I didn't even do initiative. Sorry.
Oh, if you haven't done initiative, please do so now.
I think Arby would go first.
In that case, Ari, you do go first. So it's like
God damn it.
you shoot this thing, and he starts writing even more as you just miss, and like like the walls.
Thrown back.
Yeah, just throw back.
What the hell? Again. So from this angle, what can I see like of him?
He would have, in terms of cover, he's still behind the desk, sitting at it, and the desk has not reoriented itself, unconveniently for him. So in terms of cover, I'd say from where you're at, he'd probably have about 3/4 cover from you.
And what's the desk made out of?
Desk is made out of thick, heavy wood.
Perfect. I knock another arrow.
Okay.
And I kind of put my sight, just really hone it in as I take my time with this one, as I brush its feathers past my bowstring.
Okay.
And I arch it up almost like a volley, but with the one shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm aiming to come down on his hand that is on the desk with the quill.
Yeah.
Or I'm aiming for his hand, I guess.
Okay.
Specifically, because I remember there's something if I go for a specific something, there's.
Yeah, in that case, so if you're targeting a specific thing like that, you don't have to drop it on him. You could just throw it in the chat or double click it for my benefit, please.
Wait. Did you have disadvantage?
You might have from this range.
That look.
Oh.
65 feet. Let me just double check something's not fucked. You should not have.
I
Had,
shouldn't,
oh,
because
you just rolled. You just attacked twice for some reason.
Oh, I thought you told me to.
Oh no! Sorry. I'm gonna take the first one, unfortunately, which is the 5. For 12. So you fire again at the quill or the hand, and that called specific tricky shot is not quite good enough. Are you holding here?
I'm gonna start moving forward.
Okay.
About this direction. How far can I move? 30? Sorry, it's been a while. 30. Yep, so I'm gonna go
30 feet.
here.
Okay.
Back 5. Yeah. Okay.
There. Yeah. All right. You fire a shot and start moving in. Kier, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to cast sleep.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't know what that does.
So
Affect
sleep.
unconsciousness.
Basically.
5d8.
Oh yeah. Okay. We haven't done sleep spell in a while. So basically, I should add a roll for that. So basically, if you just want to roll 5d8 for me in chat.
Yeah.
That's how
Centered
many
on
hit
him.
points of creatures this spell can affect. And it's automatic. There's no saving throw. So as long as he has less than 21 hit points, he's sleeping. And so, like, you immediately just kind of, like, wiggle your fingers and cast the spell, and you see him, like, dodge one arrow, dodge the other, the vertigo happens, and he just starts, like, his grip on the quill loosens, and he starts to yawn, like, when am I going to finish this fucking show? And he just leans into his armpit, his elbow pit on his arm on the desk, and just like slumps down and starts to snore loudly.
Nice.
That
I
is,
did that.
you marked your spell slot, right?
I did now.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Anything else from the
that.
magical
Oh.
Jerry?
I'm gonna move into this room.
How long does that last?
Well, a minute, if I have anything to say about it.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, you move in next to your daughter, real high and mighty, I'd say at this point.
Nice work, Dad.
Morty, what are you bringing to the family?
Are we still shanking this guy? I'm gonna double move.
Oh wow, okay, you move in right behind him, huh?
And I hold up my knife like this, and I point at it, like, what am I doing?
I think we should all be ready, and then do it at the same time if we're gonna do that. Guzzlegus should be in on this. And I wave over for Guzzle. Get over here, too.
She
This-
kind of nods, and like you can see her staff still crackling with energy, and she's like looking at the writer, looking at you all, and she seems like her whole body seems very tense. She's no longer clutching at her stomach wound.
Oh shit, that was actually just a bonus action for me.
Oh, that's right.
Can I look around the? Actually, can I grab the pen out of his hand?
You can. It would take an action
Is it
to grab it and
his
like rest
hand?
it free.
That's
It's
what I'm
it's
doing.
like one hand, like his head's on like one arm, and like the writing hand is like kind of like slumped over a little bit, if you will, like just leaning on the flat of the desk.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it.
Okay. You spend your action like grabbing the quill and kind of like trying to carefully wrest it free without waking him from this magical slumber. And you do. You secure the quill.
Sweet.
And make a perception check while you're doing that.
Oh shit! Just so great at perception.
Oh wow, you're really bad at perception. You're really focused on the task, and you don't fuck it up. Good job.
Yes.
Had you been more perceptive, other than the snores coming out
Yes, tell us.
from the sleeping writer. Actually, let me just double check something on sleep real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Lasts for a minute. Still unconscious. The sleeper takes damage. Someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. You know what, Morty? I'm gonna ask for one more sleight of hand check.
Oh jeez.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You still have the quill in hand. There's like a like this guy's probably got like a sleeping disorder. The amount of snoring that's coming out of him. But you do not wake him. Should you have been more perceptive, and maybe Beth and or Summer and Jerry kind of feel this behind them more than they see it, you would have noticed Glizzlegus seems to like uncontrollably be turning towards your family members. And I'd say right as you kind of like, ha ha ha, like turn back towards them, the last thing you see is Glizzlegus readying her staff and looking towards your dad.
Oh jeez.
That's all I say.
Yeah. She... Let's see. She starts like... kind of muttering a few words. And a magic hand forms within 30 feet of her. And it's kind of like floating in the air, like right around here. And that's for the duration. And you can see it's almost like a giant like video game Smash Brothers hand that's just sort of like floating in there, and it's kind of like moving as if it's going towards the writer, like as if to like slap him awake. And she's like trying to like control it and steer it right now. And she herself moves about 30 feet, positioning herself away from you all. And the hand kind of like floats with her a little bit, almost as if tethered. And she's... It seems I've been written against you. And she's like kind of like ticking, almost as if she's like trying to fight it. But Ari, it's your turn.
Oh joy. She said she's gonna do what against us?
She's gonna kill us.
Well,
She's been written into.
yeah, I already saw touch the paper. I stepped to the side. Do I see this or?
Yeah.
Did
Oh
I
yeah,
hear that?
yeah, yeah. There's like a floating spectral ghostly hand like between you and her, and she's like kind of like holding the staff, gliding, looking at you all, constantly looking at the writer asleep on the desk.
Come on! And I get frustrated with this stupid. I turn and I sidestep of my deck and I fire another one.
Okay. At
Across
who?
her bow. At Glizzlegus.
Okay.
I don't want to mess with the one that's sleeping.
Oof.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that
That means you fire and hit.
It's a ranged attack with a medium range.
Yeah, so
Oh,
basically what happens is I have it set up so that if you are further than 150 feet physically on the map, it will automatically roll with disadvantage.
Gotcha.
But you fire and hit. Roll damage.
Wait, 150 feet?
Yep, on a longbow.
Damn.
And actually, hold on. 17. You see her, like for a moment, she like thinks to like put a hand up to protect herself, but she just looks at the hand, looks back at you, and decides against it.
I quickly pull another arrow
Oh,
by using action surge.
oh shit. Okay. Mark that off for me. You fire again and definitely hit in rapid
I
succession.
aim for her legs.
Like it's in her thigh, and she's like slumped down.
Pinning her down.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Guzzle Gus would never hurt us.
Better not.
Kier. Sorry, are you holding there, Ari?
Yes, I'm home here.
Okay. Kier, what are you doing? You see your daughter fire 2 quick
that feels
arrows
better.
at Glizzle.
No. Guzzle Gus. Is she look like she's gonna attack?
She looks like she's just in a lot of pain right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You see her while still slumped on like bearing her weight against the staff. She puts a hand up in front of her at this point, and you see like a shimmering wall of magic, something that you'd be familiar with as a shield spell. And 1 sec.
That don't hit.
And it absorbs the spell. Mage Hand's not concentration. The hand is still floating. And she kind of like looks and says, Kier, why?
Why you? Why? Why you?
Make an insight check.
Oh wait, it rolled, but like it rolled a 1. Hang on, let me roll it again.
I rolled. She rolled a 1. You can
nice.
you can see through her
Okay.
attempts at feminine charm. And it's just
Oh.
terrible. Like you can tell she was trying to like talk you out of attacking her when she clearly means you harm.
Oh,
But
she's. Oh, this
she
is
was-
the first time a woman's hurt me.
Keth, you still stand over the sleeping mage with this quill in your hand, and see Glizzlegus slowly trying to get closer.
So is there a pad, like a note?
There's just
Notepad
loose.
that the
There's
writer-
no, it's all loose parchments, like stacks of it. He has like some blank ones to his right.
Okay. Can I see the ones that he was writing on?
It's like
Yeah.
Death Note.
Okay. I pull it over to the side, the one that he was writing on.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on a second.
All right, sure.
I write that.
You write on it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful prose, and you spend the entirety of your turn like you can see Morty
Yeah,
like tongue
furious.
out, like scribbling, like furious, and like you notice that as you put like the last period down at the open, that all of the ink just slides off of it, almost as if like the parchment was made of like some protective like wax coating, and it doesn't stick. The quill, the magic of the quill feels empty and meaningless in your hand, much like your sex life. And it's all you can do. And at this point, you see Glizzlegus, whom you could have tried a different tact with, like looks up at you, and she moves 30 feet forward.
Oh shit.
The hand moves with her, and then
Oh,
surges
shit.
forward and just smacks Dan across the face. I'm still working. And he quickly like jolts up with that face on. What? And he like looks around, and all of a sudden, the room begins to change, and he begins, like he grabs the ink pot and like with his finger just like quickly dips it in and just starts like scribbling some shit on the parchment.
Finger paint? That's illegal.
the room begins to shake. Like there's like rumbling. Like it feels like an earthquake is happening all around us.
Dad, can you put him back to sleep again?
What?
Put him to sleep again.
I
Just do something that you do, Dad. That puts.
Okay. I am going to roll a D3. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll D6. In order of initiative, Ari would be 1 to 2, Kira would be 3 to 4, Keth, you would be 5 to 6. That's who's getting targeted by.
Is
the
1 to
earthquake.
2 me like the most popular?
Yes, you were the most popular in this particular round, Summer.
Oh no.
And a massive chunk of stone from the ceiling like dislodges as cracks form and like your balance shifts a little bit, and a huge piece of debris is falling straight down towards you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Let's see. A saving throw. Okay. That's
Saving
okay,
throw,
that's
yeah.
definitely-
On the
yeah,
right-hand column, right
Yeah,
inside your main sheet there.
Saving my dexterity saves here. Boom. Bada bing. Okay.
Ooh, yeah. It's not fast enough as you take 4 points of damage and are knocked prone on your ground. Like your bow's still in your hand, but you basically just been like nailed by this huge, massive, broken roof piece. So 4 points of damage takes you up to 7, and you're on your face a little bit. And like the room's still rumbling and shaking. Glizzle Gus, not seeming done.
What?
Let's see. Bonus action. She kind of like and is just briefly enshrouded in a silvery mist, and she completely winks out and disappears for like 2 seconds, and the next thing you know, she reappears about in the furthest corner possible of the room, about 30 feet away. And she's like still there, like hunched on her staff, like just looking at you all, panting, breathing heavy, but still standing on her own 2 legs. Ari, you were on the ground, prone. This rumbling fucking rock that's dislodged on you still has you partially pinned. I need you to make an athletics check.
Looking for it.
Top of the skills tab.
No, not Arcana. Athletics.
Holy fuck. You grab that slab and just like hulk out and stand up with it and have it above your head. If you want, you
Good
can
deal.
drop it. If you also want, you could try to throw it.
Yeah, I want to throw it.
Just roll a it would be a d20 plus your strength. So just roll a strength check for me.
How big is it?
It is like probably about 4.5 to 5 feet wide, and you feel like it weighs about 180 pounds.
I look like
Like you're just like
all of a sudden I'm so just surged, just pumped. I look like when Summer and Rick were working out that one.
oh my god, wait, hold on. I need to visualize this for just a moment. Just one moment. Just one fucking moment. Yeah, okay. Yep,
Yeah.
you're lifting it. You got that shit above your fucking head.
Strength check.
Strength check.
Oops, I tried to roll the strength check on the head with that dice.
Nice.
14. And where are you throwing it? 50 feet?
Oh my god.
I'm going to ignore the disadvantage on account of the natural 20 Hulk out moment you're having right now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Music.
And the fucking music. You hurl this fucking thing, and it is just enough just far enough that the momentum of this thing, it like bounces just in front of her, but hits the
Yep.
ground and just splats her against the wall until like you just see robes peeking out from the other side of it and blood slowly starting to pool. Like the sound alone is just like endless splatter.
Oh, jeez.
And then I point to this direction and say, "You're next, funny man."
And like
my
you notice him
God.
like getting ready to furiously write again. And since we are at the top of the next round and you're no longer pinned, the room still uneasy and earthquakey begins to shake again. I'm rolling another d6 and we're at a 4, which is Kier Bravan. Roll a dexterity saving throw as you look underneath of you and a pillar of stone is like shooting up at an ungodly speed right between your fucking legs, and you take 6 points of damage right in the groin, and you stagger backwards and fall. Right in the balls. Oh my god.
Right, the Kinyigas.
Ugh. You can't breathe right now. It is your turn though.
I spent half my movement getting up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I tried to. Oh no!
What are you doing?
My boy is right there.
Yeah.
That's okay. Just fucking kill him.
Oh, just kill him. Not
Yeah.
sleep. Not sleep.
I don't know. I'm just gonna stab him.
Okay, here we go.
I just wanted to write this chapter. You blast a ray of frost at him. It hits. Roll damage.
Yeah, get cold.
And like his finger like smears across the page, and he still manages to like clutch the piece of parchment in his hand.
Reduced by 10.
Ooh, okay. And I just imagine you're holding your balls on the ground still. You have not gotten up from prone, and you just like fire out of your finger this icy blast.
Yeah, I get up from prone.
Okay, you lean on the newly formed pillar and like use it to push yourself up from prone. You can still move
Yep.
half speed as you would with your balls in their current shape.
I'm gonna hide behind my daughter.
Okay.
Get behind me,
you
Dad.
move around the pillar, get behind your daughter. Kess, you see the blast of cold, you see the bouncing boulder, you see your dad's balls no longer able to produce more Mortys. What are you doing?
I pull out my knife and I hold it against his throat and I say, "Fucking drop the anchor. I'm gonna slit your throat so far you're gonna fucking be smiling with your throat."
Oh wow, that's pretty persuasive and intimidating. Why don't you roll an
Very
intimidation?
intimidating.
Why don't you roll an intimidation check with advantage?
Oh shit. Okay, hold on.
He's like he's got finger on the parchment.
A knife?
Fuck yeah.
He like you just see like the loose parchment drop. He's like, okay, I just want to get past this writer's block.
Yeah. We didn't want to kill you, but then you started fucking attacking us and all this shit. Sorry we killed you almost, but come on, man. We're trying to get out of this dumb dungeon. We don't want to bug you.
Well, I tell you what. You just get the fuck out of my writer's room and you never come back. You see anyone else? You see anyone else in this dungeon? You tell them to not come in here. You put signs on the outside of my doors, and you can just go. I'll throw away the pages, and you can like he starts to crumble. He slowly reaches for a piece of parchment, starts to crumble it, and you notice that like the rumbling room starts to die down.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, do you think you could use one of those?
You just get out of here.
What if you use one of those neat? How do we? We just want to get out of this dumb dungeon. How do we get out of here?
I can't help you with that. My boss would fucking kill me instantly. You might say.
Oh shit!
It's like he's fucking always watching. I can feel him. I can just feel him breathing down my neck.
All right, which way do we go?
I mean, probably the way you haven't been yet.
Oh shit!
They never let me out of this fucking room. I can't leave this room.
Uh,
Are we
Have you
back in
smelled the
small
corner
room?
over there? Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, like the room kind of reshapes, and
All
you're
right,
back.
we'll just-
You're back in the smallest room.
we should just go through this door then. We haven't been through this door. This one right here. That one.
Which one? What map are you on?
I'm
Oh, yeah,
on.
This one.
That one.
Yeah, let's do
That
it.
one.
That
Go,
one.
come on.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting out of here, Ryder man. Get out.
Well, let everybody know we won't let anybody else come in here.
Yeah, all right. We got a deal. We got a deal. And he kind of puts a hand out to
Guzzle
shake.
Gus.
Puts a hand out to
Just
shake
a-
on it.
To Guzzle
He
Gus.
wasn't that bad.
Do you have any health potions?
You know what? If I've got one of those health potions. Some fucking shit in here died to one of my disco dance-a-thons, which is just like a filler episode idea. And he fucking dropped this thing, and he kind of puts it on the desk. He says, "Shake my hand, take the potion. We got a deal."
I shake his hand.
All right, who's taking the potion? You.
I'm gonna
Kess, it
take
sounds
the
like.
potion.
All right, he hands you a healing potion. Yeah. All right, deal's done. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, we're gonna go through this one door down here. This door right over here.
Potion of healing.
This one.
Take this fucking thing. Hold on. I'm
Poor
gonna give you-
Guzzle Gus.
I'm just gonna give you this potion.
Never stood a chance.
There you
Yeah,
go.
well, she's a piece of shit.
It's in my inventory.
Was.
She shouldn't have fucking attacked us.
Right.
Okay.
I'll do better next time.
Dad, you're fucking married.
What? I didn't know
Mom.
that. That's.
Come on, you're married.
No,
Come on, man.
You know.
Yeah.
You'll understand when you're older.
Okay.
Gross, Dad.
You start heading through this sort of curved hallway here as we ease back into dungeon crawl mode.
Oh, jeez. Bet we're back at the fucking Morty's.
Yeah, and you can hear like, oh jeez, like just echoing through your own bones, Morty, as you head back into the Morty room.
Fucking-
The door's
okay.
unlocked. All the doors inside appear to be unlocked. Can't remember what happened to the Mortys. I think you just sort of moved through them last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still here. They're still here, just milling about, stuffed in here. Fucking Goblin Morty. Oh jeez, you didn't die. Oh,
Hey,
well,
listen.
you're probably gonna die in the next one.
Listen, don't you dare go through that room over there. There's a writer in there who'll fucking kill all you pieces of shit.
Oh, jeez. One of like these deep-throated froggy Mortys. And you step back into the restroom of restoration.
This is my favorite room.
But you notice, you immediately notice that the toilet paper roll's empty.
Oh, shit. No, I mean, I got a shit.
Okay.
Guys, look away.
We're back in this room. I can't heal myself anymore though. Got no more health.
Yeah, it's a shame that we don't have a mage who can do fire damage to the object thing.
That is
I
a
mean, we
shame.
do though.
Do you?
I could do that.
Can you?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we go through this thing.
It cost
Yep.
me one spell. My last spell though.
It's worth it.
If you think so.
Oh, okay. With bravado and confidence,
Oh,
you
yeah.
move,
Yeah.
you move back into the lab of Tommy Two Butts and his two goblin assistants, whatever the fucking name was. I don't know. Got down there somewhere. But you kind of stroll back in, like Tommy's like still sort of looking over the half finished. I think you got like one of the pieces fixed for him last time.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix the other one right now.
Alright.
Okay.
I walk over and I uncork the bottle.
Oh,
And-
you're back! You're back!
Yeah, just fucking watch
I've
this
been
shit.
trying to figure out the rest of this thing. Can't
No, I
do
fucking
it.
got it.
Do I remember where? Because I know in the manual it said the
yeah,
healing thing and the fire thing.
Uh-huh.
And do I know where? Like,
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
like an obvious place for it?
Yeah, somewhere in the middle section of the manual, it talked about the Gleep Freeble mechanism having to be calibrated with some magic fire.
Oh yeah.
All right, Dad. Just a fleeble, just magic fire. Just put it on. Put it right there. Put the magic.
Right-
Just
Right
just
there?
Yeah, just right there.
Like,
Just put it right
yeah,
there.
And Morty
Yeah.
kind of like pulls this
Right.
like big shaft out that looks like you have to kind of like prime it and.
Right here. Just right
Okay.
there.
Right here, and I hold my hands out like this.
Oh,
Like
okay.
this.
Yeah, just
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Okay.
Okay. And you blast it with your burning hands. Wrong thing. But yeah, we'll take it. We'll just say there's some burning hand fire. crackling over the
Alright.
device, and you see the thing it's like glowing hot around all of it except for like the shaft of the cylinder, and you have to kind of slowly insert it into the core of this rocket-shaped device.
Ooh.
All right, now where's that flap?
Oh, you guys, you did it! The Gleep Vreebel's working!
And where's the flapulator on this dumb thing?
Well, the flabulator, yeah. It's got to be the
Chromamidin.
yeah, exactly. And he kind of he kind of holds it with the thing, and so almost like the picture, he kind of turns it upside down. You can see like this greenish, reddish glow in the bottom hole. It says, pour some healing magic in the hole there, and that'll really finish it off. It just needs that fluid.
I uncork it, pour it directly in that spot, do like a little swirl.
Oh, okay, yeah, it does this like amazing, holy magic healing sound that I'm gonna play because I fucking feel like it. If this thing would load,
Nice.
it swirls and swishes around like liquid in a goblet, and then eventually, nope, not gonna play nice. There we go. Heal, cure the mechanism. Maybe not. Heal it. Work button. Yeah, you fucking heal it. Heal it. And like the glow just fills the whole room with like this greenish fucking Rick and Morty color hue palette light. And he's it's working. It's working. And he like holds it with like this manic look in his eye. He looks at you all. He says, remember, this is just one shot. One shot for all the butts. But this can destroy the butt removing statue of evil. The Order of the Buttless won't know what hit them. If you destroy their holy temple, you can fire it at the evil butt trap. He's breathing real heavy, and you can see like both of his butts, because he's got 4 cheeks, like they're all kind of clenched together in anticipation.
Oh.
It's like, can I trust you with it? Will you destroy it? Let's call it the church cannon.
But we just want to leave.
You can leave, you can take it, but
But wait, I don't. We have to go back.
take it. But
Like, we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, how do we want to leave? Why don't you go destroy the butt tower and we're gonna leave?
And you
Okay.
can point us in the direction to the nearest door out of here.
yeah. Why don't you
Out
go
of
that
this
way?
other
And he
place.
kind of points. He points to the east.
Oh,
Wait, so that's not
Wait.
the way out?
could we have left this entire time?
Well, yeah, but we want to destroy the butt removing statue of evil, don't we?
I mean, I kind of do.
Well, okay, let's go.
This
Okay,
thing, we
let's
just
just
built
go-
the only thing that could destroy the very center of evil for the
Yep.
godless butt cult.
You're right. What was I thinking? Let's go kill that stupid butt remover. Let's
If we
murder
do
it. Let's
the butt
let's
remover.
shoot it. Let's break it with
Whatever
that.
we're gonna do.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do that. Yeah. Let's
Yep.
do it.
I'm gonna shoot it. I'll shoot it right now.
Well, let's go.
Wait, don't shoot it now. It's only one shot for all the butts.
Let's go.
I go in.
I bet all the butts.
I run through the Mortys
Okay, you just go running. Everyone goes
in-
running.
into the room.
Oh, it's got real hot in here. Right there. Oh, it must be the burning hands. You go running in. You go running through the sea of Mortys. It's like a fucking mosh pit of fucking goblin Mortys. And,
I love this song.
And you're back in the room with just a empty lone pedestal in here where once was a Meeseeks box. You go
Yeah.
running. You see the door to the east with like the plate cover where the flame skull was. You see the
Yeah, don't go
familiar
there.
door to the west. Back where you
west.
took down the initial invincible evil wizard, some might say.
Yeah, go this way. Follow me. Bye, Mr. Meeseeks.
And you all go running back.
And take him into the butt room.
Oh yeah, and you notice that Tommy is like kind of like chasing behind you like this whole time. It's like, yes, I want to see.
Do Do I have the Meeseeks box, or do you have the?
I thought you were still carrying it, like, or on your person somewhere, Ari.
I think
Yeah,
Ari
okay.
has it.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
Ari had it.
I use it in the background here.
Okay, what are you doing?
I say, Mr. Meeseeks, you have to protect me from any danger in this next room.
You tell him what exactly?
He's got to protect me from danger in this next room.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Meeseeks.
Not a hallway, a room.
Yeah.
Specified him.
Ooh, we can do Ari Strongbow, Mr. Meeseeks, and he just comes like kind of popping into existence right next to you. And like the Tommy Two Butts looks at you and says, very interesting, but let's stay focused on the butts. Mr. Meeseeks kind of like is just like attached behind your butt, as Morty and your dad go racing ahead, back towards the next room. And let's just say for the sake of simplicity,
Through this hallway, yeah.
Yeah, and
then-
you run and you finally run up to the closed door, I thought you had broken the door before, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, you
I
didn't.
don't remember.
You didn't. Morty wouldn't know that. That was someone else entirely. And Kier, you're kind of following right behind him. What's the deal here?
Mm-hmm. Yep, right there.
What would be our marching order?
Kier's
Ari's in the Ari lagged behind a little bit to play with her Meeseeks box. Tommy's kind of chasing in behind all of you. And Keth, you go just grabbing the door handle in front of you. And what are you doing? You're just throwing it open wide? Back
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I've been running ahead, so yeah, why not? Let's
You're
just
running,
do
you're
it.
panting. Give me 2 minutes because I really need to drink a thing and pee and clean up a couple notes real quick.
All right.
Take 2.
I'll take 3.
Take 3.
I'll take 4.
Take as many as you want within 2 to 4.
Oh my gosh, where haven't we been?
We haven't been through that east door on the in that back room. The one where the double butt guy was.
Oh, that's right.
That was the one
Take a
direction we
look.
haven't been.
Okay. What if we looked in there?
Which way?
I
Oh
don't know
no,
if we looked
yeah.
in that door yet.
No, we haven't. Let's see. I think it's the only one because we looked through this one over here, the one next to the Mr. Meeseeks.
Right. What was in there?
Well, I think it led to another room that led into a circular trap room, and we trapped all the Mr. Meeseeks in there, and they died. It was a room with nothing but spikes in it.
That's right. Well, wasn't there something mean in there?
Yeah, so we just skipped that.
Alright, I'll be right back 1 minute.
Hmm. Man, sorry about tonight. I am fading. Fuck. I'm like laying to sleep. I should have had coffee earlier. But I had 2 glasses of wine. And I'm alone.
I'm an old man now, so I'm always.
Gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
Gotta temper it. We definitely gotta beat this dungeon though.
One day. Just think we're almost halfway there.
Are we? Oh.
According to Fitty.
Nice.
Fuck, dude.
Hmm.
Ron's ever seen like
What?
monster trucks?
What's that?
I was just saying, Ron's ever seen monster trucks? We're gonna see those tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Shit,
nice.
monster trucks?
Hey now.
Yeah.
God. Monster trucks are badass.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do a flip.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. So should we just do something real quick? Morty, you immediately like grab the door handle and start pushing it open, and you hear this like hum, like this chorus of like
Should I
guttural
stop?
chanting.
I stop immediately.
Make a
what happened?
make a dexterity check. And see how fast your
Yeah.
reflexes are.
I hope they're so fast.
Nice.
They're just fast enough. Like you kind of like hold the door, and like you can almost feel like the thrum of vibration of like the chanting.
Okay, I turn around and I whisper, like I get everybody close. I draw everybody close.
Yeah. What?
Is everybody close? Everybody's
Yeah.
really close. You get really close.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, everybody's there.
What's going on?
Alright, there's a bunch of
Things
people.
disappear.
There's a bunch of people chanting in the
What are
other
they
room.
chanting? What are they chanting?
I think it's the butt cult.
The butt cult. I
The
pass it
cult of the
back.
butt.
I say, it's the butt cult.
Ooh wee.
Pass it down.
Tommy's like leaning. He's like, oh yeah, it's probably the butt cult.
Butt cult, yeah.
They
How many?
they baptize new believers every now and then at that which removes the butts, that which the church cannon can destroy. And who's holding the church cannon still? This is Morty? It's Keth?
Yeah, I'm fucking holding it.
And he kind of like gestures to the church cannon with like a reverence almost.
Can I want, okay.
Alright, guys, this could go real pear-shaped, so get ready to bust in here. But
And you all can feel like the chanting now, like like when you're next to like a room like where there's like a band practicing inside, almost like just like that vibration. You
Oh
can
my
feel
God.
it.
Yeah.
Like there's
I
there's a group in this room doing something holy.
I wanna can I look through the people?
Yeah.
Do I see anything? I see just like a mass of bodies.
Oh yeah. You look through and like that's really all you can make out is like a couple rows of bodies standing around something in the center of the room.
Okay.
Can I see? I want to see.
I want to stealth in.
Oh.
I want to stealth, and then I want to slowly open the door very, very quietly.
Alright. I'll make a Morty is still blocking the door. So Keth, if you want to make a stealth check.
I'm gonna inspiration.
Okay. Check that off as you use it, please. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, you can feel like a little squeakiness to the door handle as like your dad's like trying to push in and breathe down your neck, almost fucking you up a little bit, and you kind of hold him back for just long enough that you can kind of quietly push the door open.
Okay, can I quiet like what?
And sneak inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak in.
Okay. Let's do this real quick. And like you peek inside and you see this like big rounded double mound statue in the middle of the room, and with their backs to you, you see three goblins facing the thing. One goblin laid out on the center of the crack between the two butt cheeks of obsidian stone statue, and you see a large, very large, dominant figure with like these cloths adornments, very priest-like, standing in front of them, facing towards you all, but focused, like eyes closed at the moment, down towards the naked goblin in between the two butt cheeks, and two larger bugbears on either side of him. I'd say they're probably a little more like that. He's probably a little bigger too. And then on either side, to the north and south, two goblins also facing in towards like this ritual, the ceremony. And with your stealth check, you're quiet enough that you can sneak in. What are you doing with the door behind you as you step across the threshold?
Just ever so. I mean, just the faintest, shutting it, not all the way, but
okay.
just closing it a little bit so they can still see out.
Okay.
So
it's kind of
but I don't want to give the illusion that the door's open.
It's kind of like just a little bit like that, sort of.
Yeah.
And I'd say this door actually probably opens that way, which is fine. You kind of like open it, sneak in, and pull it behind you.
Okay.
It's like where your dad could now, like here, you can sort of like, the door's here, you're kind of like around it on the side, sort of like looking around, and you're seeing this as well. And so Tommy's like, and Tommy looks at you, Ari, and says, yeah, it's definitely a fucking butt cult baptism.
And do I know from the directions earlier that I have to shoot the thing at the butt, right?
Yeah, like Tommy was definitely like rambling on about like one shot to destroy all the butts, and he kept talking about one shot. He said specifically one shot for all the butts, and he kept talking about like destroying their holy altar, their statue. And you see now very clearly as you quietly like move into this room that all of these goblins, like their little loincloths, are very flat. There's definitely no butts there. The naked goblin in the middle, nestled between the cracks of the two cheeks, definitely still has a butt. You can see that as you look through the two goblins to the north there.
I'm going to line up a shot, and I'm going to fire it right at the butt statue.
Oh boy, okay. You may take that. Is anyone else doing anything in the?
I want to attack that statue.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to do it with
I'm knocking an arrow.
Okay. You're not going to arrow
behind, and I just like, I'm gonna dunk my spell. Just dunk.
Now, are you waiting for Morty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the door to clear.
Yeah, okay. You got a bow knocked. Mystic's like, we protect you in the next room. And Tommy's like, oh boy, I just built the thing. I do want to watch. And he kind of like backs up a little bit. And Keth, you one shot for all the butts. You're going to fire it right here. Now, you do have a wall of goblins between you and there. There is a large amount of natural cover in your current position that is just an obvious thing.
I thought it was like a mound.
It is a mound,
standing
but
on top of it.
Absolutely. So, like, let's have like just a fucking picture moment for a second. So let's say this is your height as a Morty. You got some goblins in front of you, and then like the statue itself does go above, but you're still firing over them. They are still kind of giving it like half cover.
Where are you drawing this?
You're firing it. Like,
I see.
Right above our characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's terrible drawing, but like you are still like you're at a concert trying to shoot up past a wall of people in front of you. It's not completely blocked, but they would get some cover bonus.
Okay, I'll get a better angle.
Okay. And as you move through the room to get a better angle, you move in, and like the noticeably sculpted goblin, who clearly works out despite his lack of glutes, like kind of like looks over you and notices you just as you fire the thing. If you want to roll a dexterity check for me.
A save or just a
a check. I'm just basically looking for a 20 plus your dex bonus.
Oh, that was almost really good. GG, everybody.
You take the finely crafted single shot churd cannon and blast it, and it goes sailing over the baptism. And explodes like a giant crater in the wall to the southwest, like right over there, like just beyond the southwest bugbear guard. And like the boom, like everyone kind of like turns and looks, and all of these buttless goblins and the still naked, still butt goblin in the middle, like, I kind of like look up at you, and the big priestly hobgoblin in the center of it all kind of drops his arms from the prayer and looks over to you and says, "Do you wish to join the order, my troubled child?" And he reaches a hand over the naked goblin, like almost gesturing to you, and says, I am Zorg. I can see you carry much weight down below your belt line. And he's speaking in like very refined, fluid common. The rest of you may take a surprise action right now if you want, but you all kind of hear this echoing out of this chamber designed for ritual.
I'm
I'm
listening.
just gonna go down the line. Kier, you can basically, you would have to do something immediately right now. You fire a shot at who?
At the butt statue.
Oh God.
At the butt statue. You fire, and a crackle of energy just goes blasting into the goblin immediately in front of you. If you could roll damage on the poor quality top, I'll drag it on him, no problem. Like a blast of cold. Like he kind of like jerks back, like someone just put a cold icy hand on his lower back, and he like turns towards you.
That his fire makes me trigger, like just makes my finger go.
Okay.
And I was aiming at the Zorg.
So if you're aiming at Zorg,
Yeah.
you would be rolling with significant disadvantage. He basically has total cover, honestly, because like there's a goblin, there's another goblin in the middle, plus it's on an elevated mountain. He's on the other side of it.
Okay, then I was just aiming at whatever the first target I could see in that thing would be. Then
it'd be the same one that Jerry just cracked in the back with ice, essentially.
Poor quality top.
That's the one.
Yep. And yep, I try to thread the needle here.
Okay. And with him still there, so let's see. I am gonna take. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I was gonna take 5 off of that for the cover that he gets from Kier, but you definitely still thread that fucking needle and hit if you want to roll damage. And like there's just like he like splats forward, face down in the crack of the ass statue, and Zorg once more just says, "There's no need for violence in this holy realm. Please stop what you're doing, and you may join us. You may join the Order of the Buttless. There's no need to carry your baggage anymore. Please, I do not wish to harm any of you." And some of you, he kind of like perks up. He's quite tall. And like when he gets on his tippy toes, he can see over the statue quite easily past Kier. He clocks Tommy, and he says, "Some of you bear many burdens," and he like says this towards Tommy, like he knows this guy. He knows this guy has multiple butts. They've clearly met before. Like Tommy, like you can hear him like gruffly shouting to the only person in earshot, which is Ari. He says, "Don't trust him. He took all the butts of my former assistants. They can't even sit on the stools anymore. I had to build them special stools." Roll initiative, yeah.
Nobody takes my butt.
One moment. Zorg, arms out, says, "This is your last chance. One of you could even be the Messiah we've been seeking. If you choose, step forward near the naked goblin, who's soon to be buttless, and join him upon the altar. When you are removed of your butts, I will be able to determine if you are the Messiah we've been seeking. We seek this Messiah to lead us." And he like looks at you all like he's offering you a better life. And that's what he does for his turn. the buttless goblin awaiting baptism is like crouching down naked and afraid with no possessions of his own. He starts to like kind of like slide a little bit towards the priest, and is just like kind of clutching there like Golem, almost like the one that spotted Keth like is kind of like raising a weapon and looking back at Zorg, says, Zorg, Bracket, he shot at the statue. And Zorg like does like a no, but like he still holds like his weapon high, ready to attack. Ari, it's your turn, and like again, this is an echoing chamber. You all hear all of this very clearly.
I put my bow away and I push past Jerry, I should say.
Okay.
And as I enter the room, I say, "A life without butts dancing is just not worth living in." And then a world without butts to dance in is not worth living in, I say as I push past Jerry, and then I fucking take my one-handed sword and use it with two hands. My long sword, use it with two hands.
Okay.
As I come in, I slash across the midriff of this guy here.
Okay, perfect. And as you get close, let's say you kind of stop there. You do notice at this point that the statue itself, you can see like the goblin who like was ready to be baptized on it. Like this is a slippery fucking surface. And I only say that knowing that you would, should you try to like vault off it or maneuver across it, would have a very hard time maintaining your footing. But you come in two-handed with the long sword, versatile as it is. You slash at this goblin. Roll to hit. He uses the slipperiness of the north butt cheek to kind of like wow, and like kind of like slides down underneath us. They won't join us. He's kind of like looking at Zorg as he shouts this. Holding it.
If there's like if I have like a bonus action, I would like to reach for the arrow I shot this guy with.
Okay. Yeah. You kind of like his body's like just slumped face down in the crack, and you just yank it out.
Maybe I use it almost like it's a defensive dagger. So
Okay.
So now I'm two-handed.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Long
All right. One of the bugbear guards kind of like puffs up, like holds the morning star in one hand and like picks up a javelin near the base of the butt with another, like almost as if he's just waiting for Zorg. You are foolish. And Zorg like looks at him and shrugs, and he takes the javelin back and throws it straight. He tries to like basically like throw it across the crack at you, Ari. Which again, it goes both ways. You basically get half cover right now, so he's gonna have a -2 on that. And incoming javelin. And oh yeah, the thing just goes sailing high and wide to the far corner of the room to the northeast.
I heard it whiz by though.
You did. And like the goblin to the south here, who's like kind of looking very statuesque, just goes like running like almost on all fours, like kind of like galloping across the room. And Zorg says, like, and he just lets it echo out of the open door. He says, "So you have chosen." And like on all fours, like quadruped mode, he just comes like charging towards Kier in the doorway, and like on one hand on the ground, both hind legs back, he kind of like slashes and lunges forward with his scimitar.
What did I do?
Geek the Mage. And he connects, doing 4 points of damage. And he slips down across the floor and moves back to where he was.
Do I get an attack of opportunity on him?
You don't, because he's a nimble little fucker with an ability that allows him to do that.
No.
Tommy Two Butts just saying, "Oh boy, I've spent my life's work. My life's work was building the churd cannon, and he missed!" And he just kind of like shouts, like pulling out his hair. He just like runs away, like.
What?
Yeah, sorry, not sure how I could miss standing right next to it, literally 5 feet away, pointed right at the damn thing, but that's how it goes.
Kier, what are you doing? You see Tommy disappear out of the doorway to the east, and then kind of rounds the corner. Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Summer, can you call another Meeseeks? And then I'm gonna fire at the butt statue again.
Already on my to-do, Dad.
Butt
I'm like looking through my pack.
You.
All I
you,
can do is 2 damage.
You definitely connect, and like there's an icy coating on an already slippery surface. And I'd like you to make an Arcana check at this point, Kier.
Oh. Was I not supposed to have done that?
You can tell that no form of regular magic is going to affect this holy altar. It's clear that Tommy was building this thing for quite some time for probably such a reason.
Yeah. That thing's invincible. I'm gonna stand back here. You guys got this.
You kind of back out of the corridor as
Yeah.
as the bald chin-strap bearded goblin to the south of Ari as she pulls the arrow out of his dead church-going friend, slashes violently at you, furious, and you manage to just like block it with the blade of your longsword, and one of the bugbears kind of like backs up to the north, draws a javelin, seemingly like he just doesn't give a fuck about the goblin between him and Keth, and so with some significant disadvantage, he hurls a javelin forward, taking a -5 penalty, but rolls a natural 20. And that's ranged, so it's just 1d6, but it's natural 20. And you, Keth, take it right above the heart, underneath the collarbone, and it pins you literally into the wall behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Should have joined us. And the goblin with the flowing facial hair, trying to make an Ari sandwich, swings his curved blade at her and rolls a natural 20 because I'm killing everyone apparently. And you take that's you, this guy right here. And you take 7 points of damage. Keth, literally pinned with one shoulder in the wall with a javelin. What would you like to do?
I'll just unpin myself.
Make an athletics check for me. It's quite low. Just need you to beat an 8. It hurts like all hell.
Did it though. Overachiever.
You take that fucking thing out without inflicting more damage on your already frail body.
Okay. That was an action, right?
That was definitely an action, and you are engaged in melee, but you do have a thing.
Do your thing. Do the thing.
Yeah, okay. I'll disengage and go behind the Meeseeks.
Okay.
Yeah, Meeseeks.
Using your cunning action,
Which?
you move behind the Meeseeks. It says, "Ooh, you look like you need protecting," and he kind of just like he just moves into the goblin to the north that just eviscerated you, and reaches back and winds up like a nasty looking slap, and it just whiffs and completely misses the goblin. Zorg steps back. And he says, he's looking at first to Ari, and then to Keth, and to the missing form of Kier in the doorway, being sure to let his voice carry. Says, and he places both hands, one on each cheek, and leans forward. Says, "Last chance. Lay down your arms and become buttless."
Hey, I got an idea, Zord. Why don't you eat ass?
Oh,
You tell him, son.
one of us will be.
Oh.
And he reaches underneath like his vestments and pulls out like this massive longsword that he clutches in both hands, and he like whispers a prayer and says, "Those who carry needless weight beneath their belt line and refuse to see reason shall have their butts removed one way or another. And he kind of like twirls the blade and does like a slashing sound as he brings it down across the air in front of him, almost as if he's like about to just slash your ass off. And he steps back, his blade out, and he kind of just watches. If you can get through them, I'll remove your asses myself.
Oh.
And he smiles. The goblin awaiting baptism, like just scrambles back and away and is kind of like cowering in the corner, still very naked and afraid. The one to the north that tried to kill Morty moves forward on Morty and slashes at him again with his longsword, and Morty manages to duck or dodge out of the way, I imagine. Ari, what are you doing?
Right? Oh shit. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to use second wind. I'm gonna muster all my energy. You're gonna see all my muscles tense and go. I'm gonna throw the biggest little temper tantrum.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Ow! Why would you go? And then it's the north guy hit me.
Yeah, north guy
Hit him
fucked you up
back.
real good. Okay, if you want to
Okay,
click your little health button, it'll auto heal.
I drop that arrow that I picked back up,
Mm.
and I re-engage with both my hands.
Before you do
Oh,
that,
sorry.
you want to
Yeah,
use
yeah.
your second wind.
Yes.
Click the little cross.
Doing it.
Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, you start hawking out. All right.
Mother.
And sword in both hands.
Yes, sir.
You swing
One
at
sword,
the flowing
two
facial,
hands.
and you return the critical hit. Roll damage. Like you just, tell me what you do.
Okay, so I wanted to slash down on, and I was gonna take my movement to move past
Like
the
kind of
Meeseeks.
charge him.
If
with
I
the
rolled a
blade.
20, is there a way I could move a little bit less, like maybe just past the threshold, and bring Keth with me?
I'll allow you to make an athletics check to attempt that.
Okay, because I slashed down, and I used that momentum
Yep.
patient to dodge toward the door,
Yep.
and I reached to grab Keth to push him in front of me
Well,
out
he's
the door.
he's a scrawny, frail little shit. So just give me a higher 10 or higher on an athletics check, and you can bring him with you.
Okay.
And being dragged away from melee does not enact an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Yes.
You grab him, and you can choose which side of you he is on.
He's gonna be on the east side of me,
Okay. Let's put him over there.
and I'll be west of him.
You fucking gut the goblin that did you dirty and immediately use his flailing dead ragdoll body to displace the noticeably sculpted goblin to the north, allowing you to grab Keth and secret him away behind you into the hallway. And Mystic's kind of like, ooh wee, as he sort of brings his hand up like he's about to like figure out another slap. He's getting real excited. And the bugbear just goes charging past the other goblin to the south like he's just fucking had it, like dropping the javelins and two-handing the Morning Star, and this thing looks nasty. It's a big, massive fucking weapon, and he just brings it down with all of his rage and says, "You will join us!" And he smashes down at the Meeseeks, and Meeseeks, like, still with the hand thing, kind of like, almost like blinks and disappears, like, ooh wee, and it whiffs as it goes right past him. The goblin to the south kind of falls back a little bit towards the naked one and picks up a short bow and starts kind of cocking an arrow. and Zorg says, "Show me what you've got." And he cocks and fires the bow, but again, with all the cover, he's got quite a bit of disadvantage and takes the shot at the Meeseeks. Still manages to connect, doing critical damage as Meeseeks disappears, winking out of existence. I'm free! Tommy is gone. Kier Bravan,
Yeah.
tell me what you're doing.
Heroically
Hey, Dad.
Step out heroically, and then I
Hmm.
shoot a ray of frost
At whom?
at.
Just because I need to figure out if they have cover or not and whatnot.
Can I get bald chin strap, or can I see him?
If you kind of nestle between your kids, like right
Yes.
there for a moment,
Yeah.
I'd say you can get a clean shot at bald chin strap.
Nice. Take that chin strap.
And you crack that frozen energy at him and hit, and another frozen dead goblin lays in. Zorg's just kind of. Oh boy.
And then I
Okay.
use the rest of my movement to cower.
Straight back.
Good move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The other bugbear. Fucking goblins. You can just hear this
Kids,
like
we should get,
deep voice echoing out of this very echoey chamber. And he pushes himself into the doorframe where the Meeseeks once was. And he also brings a Morningstar up with both hands, basically just to the top of the doorframe, and swings it down towards Summer.
Okay.
And you manage to, I don't know if you're dodging.
Yeah,
or
I'm dodging. I'm like,
blocking with your blade. Okay, dodge.
I'm just letting him do all the work.
Okay. Keth, you see this like as your sister like grabs and pulls you out, and she's just like dodging and holding the line right now. And goblins are dropping all over the
Oh my
place.
gosh.
But it's your turn. What are you doing?
I rifle through Summer's
You could- Yes, you could take the
Close.
V6 box or
and
something.
I
Okay.
take the Meeseeks box and I push it 47 times, and I just yell to all of them, "Kill the buttless guys!" And I point into the room, and
roll-
then
We
roll a
did
D4.
rule.
Roll
We
a-
did. Yeah.
Roll a
That's good.
D4.
cool.
You manage to grab the box
That's a D4,
and
yeah.
push it once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is going real well.
Ooh-wee. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, that's all I do. And
Fresh.
then I go in the other
Get
room.
out of here! Run!
What was the command you gave
That's
him?
it. Told him to kill the buttless guys.
Kill the buttless guys. Okay. And you flee through. Ooh-wee! And he kind of like looks, and you can see him like doing mental math at the figures in the room beyond. Zorg.
Checking out their butts.
Zorg sort of like swings and twirls his blade once more, and then kind of like leans on it, like blade down, pommel under his elbow, and like watches as the bugbears move forward and advance. The baptism goblin's fucking useless. The new Meeseeks moves in next to Ari and brings back the slapping hand of doom and rolls a natural fucking 20,
Oh
Fuck.
my god.
doing
Yeah,
5 points of slap damage.
Mm.
Ooh,
He did.
wee! He's not dead yet. Another goblin kind of what you can see him like trying to move past the other guy, but like he can't quite do it. So you see him sort of like slip and scramble to the back of the room, also grabbing a bow from some of the possessions back there. Ari, what are you doing?
I am going to attack this tattooed nose. Is that who the Meeseeks just hit?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I said, nice. He is inspired. I was gonna disengage, but the Meeseeks has actually, oddly enough, inspired me to hold the front line here.
I know.
Ooh,
I'm like,
wee.
yeah, good job, Mr. Meeseeks. And then I fucking take a step back and I jab forward while he's still picking his mace back or his club back up.
Okay. You swing and miss, unfortunately,
Okay.
in this narrow space. And you're still holding the line, yeah?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're technically in melee. Okay. The other bugbear kind of like pushes this one just a bit to the side, and seeing the slap of doom from the Meeseeks, he takes his Morningstar and tries to like kind of like almost like two-hand it and like battering ram it into the belly of the Meeseeks, and he connects. doing some ooh-wee dead poofing Meeseeks damage as it just splats. And imagine the blood's blue. That would be
I saw
better.
2 shadows.
Yeah. One of the goblins in the back, caution to the fucking. No, he'd have full cover. He doesn't even fire the bow. He's just
He
kind of like
should
waiting.
fire. He should fire that puss.
Let's make a goblin intelligence check. If he gets 10 or higher, he doesn't fire. He fires. So trying to shoot you. Total cover is just. I'm just gonna call it disadvantage with an additional.
He's still learning
-5.
the short bow. It's new to him.
He fires at that guy, and cracks it, and he shoots an arrow into the ass of the bugbear to the south. And you hear Zorg say, "Lay your bows down, you imbeciles."
He doesn't have an ass though.
Where the ass once was. In that same region. If you could see, it would just go through that space where there's no volume. No volume. Kier, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. How do they walk?
Well, I mean, it's
just curves in.
Yeah, like where where the thigh is, it just goes straight to the back, like the lower back. There's no ass.
You kind of need your butt.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Do I hit?
You definitely hit. You definitely hit.
Frost.
And there's Frost. There's.
Get out of there, kids.
And that that reduces his movement speed, right?
It does.
Okay. All right. Well, Ari is like fucking hero mode here against these 2 big ass bugbears as one of them takes the Morning Star, brings it down again, and fucking misses again. Keth, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna push the Meeseeks button one more time.
No, as many times.
4 times.
4 more times. Ooh, wee! 4 Meeseeks come hopping out of the Meeseeks box.
Okay. Fuck.
1, 2,
Go
3,
defend Ari and kill
4.
the buttless.
Okay, give me 1 second because fuck you, NPCs. Do that guy, and we'll do that guy, and we'll do that guy.
Oh, Klug's internet died, he said.
What's that?
Klug says internet died.
Oh shit. 4 excited and perplexed Meeseeks spawn into their new existence as your faithful servants. Make that guy a little bit different. What? Change. And sorry, what was the exact command again?
To defend my sister and also to kill the buttless.
Ooh,
Ari.
Multifaceted but simple enough, and they just kind of, start looking like they're gonna head that way when it's their turn. Okay, and we go now to the top of the order.
Zerg
says, more butts for me to remove. And one of the Meeseeks number 6, he just kind of lets out like an affirmative ooh-wee as he goes charging in next to Summer and attempts to slap the bloodied bugbear to the south that's still coated in ice, and just a whiff as it slaps and misses. Goblin on the ground, and goblins aren't doing shit now that Zorg's yelled at them enough. Ari, what are you doing?
Well, I'm still holding this front line, and I'm going to use my I'm just gonna slash diagonally across what's his name here? Tattooed Nose? Yeah, Tattooed Nose.
Okay.
Two-handed sword. Like that.
Here, sharing
We're just having like this
Jambot. In case he can't connect, I'm just sharing that screen for Klug. Sorry, yeah, you're just having like this like dodge battle block off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. You do that. You're still holding the fucking line like Lady Boss, and the one that just got whiff slapped by Meeseeks takes the Morning Star and swings down at him with a natural fucking 20, assuredly destroying one of the 4 fresh Meeseeks as he just explodes into another pile of blue blood. And
It was meant for me, so
he
I'll take
uses that opportunity to move in and flank Ari and kind of like looks down the hallway at you all, looks at her, and he's like, he's just like hulking out in this position, and he holds there. One of the goblins uses that opportunity, like, and you hear Zorg like, yes. You can hear him like picking up the clanking sound of a blade, and he goes rushing in to fill the void, as it were, and slashes at Summer with his scimitar.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I have that ring of protection. What's that do?
That gave you a +1 to your AC.
Okay.
So
That's
your
already applied.
Yeah, I believe I applied that. Let me just double check because I think it was 14 before.
Yeah, maybe so. I can't remember.
Actually, hold on. You should be getting your AC should be higher. Oh no wait, 11. That's right. It's 11 plus your dex, which is 14, and then it's 15 with the ring. That's correct.
And didn't I put chainmail on or something? Remember I put right?
I don't see any chainmail on you. I think that was your other character before.
Oh god, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Different
Sorry.
different clone, different
Yeah,
life.
sorry.
Goblin comes in, slashes, and misses. You're like a fucking acrobat in there right now.
Yep.
And one of the Meeseeks, ooh-wee, like comes right into the front line between fucking Jerry and the screaming, still frosty, slow-moving bugbear, and unleashes a slap that just fucking misses. Kier, what are you doing?
I want to ray of frost it, but I
Okay.
can't do it from here.
I can do it for you. Do you want to roll dice and tell me what it is? I can do that, or I can roll for you in the game.
Oh shit! You'll have to roll for me in the game. I don't have dice up here.
Let's roll for you in game. No problem.
Yeah.
Ray of Frost at the bugbear.
Yeah.
So with the Meeseeks there, he is trying to give you some room. I'm still going to give you a -2 for the cover.
Do it.
And you crack and get an 11, which misses, unfortunately.
Meeseeks, get out of the way!
One of the Meeseeks says, ooh, and kind of like pushes past Jerry and shoves Meeseeks 18 out of the way because that keeps it interesting. And he lets a slap out of his own, which connects.
Oh yeah, can I take a step back?
Yeah. How far?
Just 5 feet. That way I can give Meeseeks a room.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You do that as the Meeseeks kind of like swap positions forcefully as Meeseeks 11 just slaps like a motherfucker into the screaming bugbear. And Meeseeks 5 kind of like crawls on the back of the other one, almost like piggyback riding, and like just hunches on his shoulder, ooh-wee, and like gets on top and slaps downward at the bugbear for a whiff, and the one still engaged with Summer to the west brings his Morning Star back again, and fucking misses again. Keth, are you with us?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna go through the Meeseeks. I'm gonna stab this guy with sneak attack.
Okay.
In the knees!
All right. Apply the sneak attack buff, if you would.
Sneak
And
attack
roll
buff.
to hit.
All right.
With
Cool.
your main hand, you slash and miss. You do, I don't know if you've been doing this, I can't remember, but you do technically have multiple daggers and could offhand attack with another dagger. That is
How? I'm only level 2.
literally roll to hit. Like anyone can 2-weapon attack. You just don't get to apply
Really?
the +2 bonus. So it would just be a D4 for damage if you hit.
Oh wow.
Sorry I didn't mention that sooner. That's just a vanilla rule.
Oh.
I didn't
So-
even know that.
You can roll to hit again if you like with your offhand if you want to use your other dagger.
Okay. It doesn't have sneak attack, right?
It would. Sneak attack only applies on the first hit during that turn. So with sneak attack damage, it would be. It's already on there. So I think if you just roll. Let's do it manually because I need to make a thing on your sheet. So if you just roll a d6 and a d4.
Cool.
Okay. 3 points of damage.
1, 2, 3.
And you slash and miss, and then come underneath with the other dagger.
+2 to because the dagger.
You do not
has
get the +2 if you don't have a feat for it or an ability. That's the catch. You don't get the ability modifier on the damage.
Oh, okay.
You just
Cool.
get the raw dice roll.
Happy to be super helpful this entire
Hey.
time.
You touched him. He's almost dead, man.
Kill him!
Here you go.
This guy has almost as much health as Dan Harmon.
And there's another one right behind him.
All right. Let's see. On
Two
to
more, in fact.
on to the next one. Zorg's just chuckling in the back room. This goblin kind of scrambles to the south, almost as if he's like trying to position himself, laying in wait should the other one fall. Ari, what are you doing?
Okay, so normally when I do this, I'm gonna propose something.
Mm-hmm.
Normally when we do this, I'm at disadvantage. But right now, in this moment, I think of like the times with Jerry. He turns to a badass in an apocalypse, and it's in my own blood. My grandpa Rick loves going on adventures. I all of a sudden feel super inspired by this moment. Typically, I'm at a disadvantage when to do like a riposte. You know what I mean? But this time, I'd like to have advantage by using my inspiration.
Okay.
So like I would like to. My goal would be to taunt. I want to taunt statuesque into hitting tattooed nose because I have had no luck.
Okay.
And yeah. So I look at statuesque and I say, "What? You want a little piece of this too? Huh? Huh? Come at me, bro!" And yeah.
Love it.
That's it.
So statue. Sorry, like just to mechanically speaking, you're using your inspiration to.
Yeah. I don't know. Normally when this happens, when they swing, because I have to normally do like an acrobatics check to see if I dodge, and then I have to see how much I hit for if I'm riposting or something like that.
Yeah.
And normally that's at a disadvantage, and so it's like I feel like I'm always rolling pill.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to see how I could use my anywhere in that mix. I guess at any point in time.
I mean, flavor-wise, I like where you're going. In terms of like mechanics, just to be the Rick hard-ass that I need to be in this situation, I'd say you can basically you can do anything. You could try to do anything you want, and before I tell you the outcome, you can drop that flavor back in again and give it another go for free. Is really your best bet in this situation.
Okay.
And you can get creative with it, like your nat 20 fucking plow into the wall, duck into the hallway. Good shit. Love that. So I'll leave it at that. But just remember, it's like your fucking interject for free card and change your fate moment. Just like a luck point, Okay. And I'd say DM inspiration is even slightly stronger than that. So feel free to use it and don't forget to wield it. So how do you want to proceed? So
should I just throw that other idea out then and then just kind of play it by ear?
I think play it by ear for now. Just for now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see what you're saying. All right, cool. Then, with that in mind, I still say the exact same thing towards this little statuesque, and I fucking go right at him. I bring it to his face.
All right. With the longsword?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I step up, and I swing it as hard as I can.
You swing real fucking hard, and you can just see yourself missing. If you wanted to interject, this is where you would do it. If you're not,
yeah, I'm really contemplating because I keep missing. No.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. Yes, I'm doing it.
You swing wide and stop yourself immediately.
I
and
swing all
then-
the way around.
Yeah.
It's really slick. And it almost looks like a whirlwind.
It's such a fast whirlwind, in fact, that you do a whirlwind attack and hit all 3 characters with just a ridiculous amount of rage. Yeah, so that's 11 points of damage to everyone. You immediately take off the goblin head, the bugbear head, they drop to the ground, and you end with your blade stuck into the ribs of the hunched over, still standing bugbear. Your blade is literally stuck in the ribs right now, but you did kill 2 of them, which is cool. And I am removing your inspiration, and that's exactly how you use that. And I'd say your momentum has you and it's literally like stuck in the side of a tree, sort of feeling right now. And you can't move. Meeseek's 18. Ooh, as he just sees the blood shower across the room. I need to do it too, and he kind of like comes in and just starts like slapping at the bugbear that's stuck on you right now. And he swings and misses. Kier, what do you want to do? And I guess I'm still driving, right?
Oh gosh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, if I can still see him down the hall, I'm just Ray of Frost. Take my magic.
You can do it from here, but you're going to get a -5 for all the cover.
Oh wow! How far do I need to move in order to get him?
If you move up like sort of just near the corner of blood,
okay,
like right there, you can sort of blast between them, and I'll knock it down to a -2.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, you kind of position between the Meeseeks and Summer, and you crack and fire, and your cone of like cold just freezes him until like Ari feels it on her hands, like the cold just like wraps around his body. It's almost like statuesque, and you hear like this deep, very silky smooth, and you see Zorg slowly walk forward, standing like 1 foot on each side of the butt cheek, not slipping at all, unlike anything else. And he just stands there like fucking like He-Man on a movie poster, blade out, says, "So we begin." And he kind of like nods to the goblin to the south to like move in and be his fucking pawn at this point. Kier, you still can move about 15 feet.
Back.
Yeah, back behind the Meeseeks again?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, you do that.
Get him away.
Meeseeks 11, just ooh-wee, with all the excitement he can imagine, goes charging at the new figure on the statue and is just like slipping all over the goddamn place on this thing, and completely falls back on his butt cheeks on the floor. Ooh-wee. And Meeseeks 5 sees this and takes a different route. I'm just going to move Summer so I can move him. And he goes for the easier target in the form of the goblin and tries to slap him in the face. And just whiffs, misses him completely. And the slippery goblin, bathed in the splashes of blood, comes up on the Meeseeks with a free attack, seeing an opening, and also misses. That's a comedy of errors here. And Cass Silverson, it's your turn.
Well, I mean, at this point in the story, I'm going to roll that Meeseeks dice 36 more times.
Oh my god. I hate you. I hate you and feel bad for nothing that happens to you at this point.
Hey, I
Fuck
missed
you.
the statue I was literally standing right next to it.
Nope, fuck you. It's a magic, crazy churd cannon built by a crazy 2-butted guy named Tommy who lives in a dungeon. I feel nothing, and hope you die for giving me 4 more Meeseeks to deal with. And they're all just going to have generic tokens, because fuck you. Okay.
I'm going to keep pushing the button.
Yeah, good. I'm so glad that exists. This guy come here. And they're all around you. You just gotta, you're in the middle. Like they materialize and just form all around you. What do you say to him?
I point at the guy standing on the butt and I say, "Kill Zorg."
Okay, nice and simple. We like that at least. And Meeseek 17 just goes charging past Summer, using Meeseeks 11 to try to climb up over him onto the butt statue.
Slippery butt
It
statue.
is very, very slippery butt statue. You're seeing it in action now, and he manages to press his foot down on the face of Meeseeks 11, who again is his head, back of his head's on the ground.
Oh my god.
And he, like, they're
really?
forming a Meeseeks ladder, and he gets a little bit close to Zorg and swings his hand, and he's just not close enough. Like, it's still slippery, so he's getting closer, but it's not quite good enough. Meeseeks 21, newly birthed
Hit him with an
from Keth,
18.
the evil Meeseeks hating piece of shit, goes charging forward, and he also tries to climb on the rapidly growing Meeseeks ladder, slips and falls terribly, forming a wider base. He kind of looks like he hurt himself a little bit on that. And just get him in the right position here. And takes 3 points of damage as we go back to the top of the round to Zorg, who, still holding his sword, swings down and like just stabs at the forwardmost Meeseeks and connects, sending him back to the hell from whence he came. And the top of the Meeseeks ladder completely disappears, spreading blue blood all over the ass crack. Goblin, waiting to get baptized, thinks that maybe this religion is not for him, and just goes, running the fuck out of here, and flees to the southwest. The goblin engaged with Meeseeks 5, swings his scimitar as they continue to whiff, and he finally connects, doing 3 points of damage, sending that Meeseeks back to whatever fucking plane of existence they come from, as Meeseeks 20 goes running past Morty and tries to climb onto the butt statue. I'm gonna have no voice tomorrow. Thank you, Dave. I'll be thinking of you as he face plants down, but does manage to fall on top of the pile, getting slightly closer to building a bridge. As Ari, you see all of this happening.
And while that shit show's happening, I run. Hopefully, in all this calamity, charging at this guy, take him unawares, and just crush him.
That's fair. Like, there's literally like a shower
Cleveland.
of blue blood splattering across his face a millisecond ago as you go charging forward and swing.
Getting my thing here. Hold on. 2. Boom.
Oh yeah, and you just fucking come down hard across this fucking goblin, and you just obliterate him, cut him in two. I don't know. What was your intent here?
Oh, I cleaved him. I was just.
Oh yeah. Like there's that moment. Yeah, that slow.
Yeah.
Like where the top half just slides off the angle of the cut blade.
Ari doesn't stop to look or anything.
Okay.
She just follows the contours of the.
That follows the contours of the south cheek.
Yeah.
Oh, towards the door.
Yeah, she's gonna be to the west.
Okay. You brace against the door as Meeseeks 18, head sagging, but morale trying to reinvigorate with all of his newfound friends, rolls a natural fucking 20 and goes leaping off the Meeseeks ladder, coming down mid-air and slaps hard. He rolled. That was the dexterity check. Sorry. And does manage to miss, but lands and kind of braces himself, holding firm at the sort of like upper crest of the lower end of the cheeks. Kier, what do you want to do?
Oh my god. I want to like shoot in there, but I don't think I can hit anybody. Do I have to move up?
He is standing like statuesque, clear and above everyone right now, so he's a clear target at this point.
Frost.
Yeah, and you can. What's the range on it? It's pretty far, right? It's 60 feet, so you don't even have to
60?
fucking move. Like, you can literally just shoot this at him.
I can do this all day.
And you do. And you roll a 19 with your bonuses and hit for max damage. And Zorg just freezes, hands on the sword, says, I could have made you all so much better, and he just like drops to his knees, and his blade clanks and rolls down, cleaving all of the Meeseeks in the ladder, killing them as it goes. And he just like face first towards you, like a kid going down a non-slippery slide, and just stops, like head to the side. And all the Meeseeks, seeing no more tasks left to complete, disappear.
What? I did it! I did it!
Yay!
It's also at this
That
point
was
that your
all
mage armor has
me.
definitely disappeared, because I think I still have the buff on you.
Oh, that lasts 8 hours.
Yeah, but between like the rest and all the other stuff, it's definitely, I think, gone by now.
Maybe.
Well,
Oh,
that was fun.
I don't have anything left in me.
Nope.
It
I need
really
to
is.
sleep forever.
I go lay over here by the Banus.
Don't touch
as
the
you
butt
do,
statue.
like, as you
Don't
do,
touch it.
you look. Nothing happens. You notice, but you look up and you see this like sparkling plaque hanging above the center of the crack from the ceiling.
Ooh.
And you could see. I'd say at this point you're able to put 2 and 2 together that there's something connected to that plaque in the ritual that actually causes the butt removing magic to do its thing.
What does the plaque say?
I'd say Kier, you'd have to get close enough to read it. You can't read it
Yeah,
from down here.
I'd get in there
Okay.
if everybody else is hanging out.
real
Careful not to
proud-
slip on all the blood.
Real proud of his kill, not careful not to slip on the blood. Using the dead Zorg body to climb across the slippery butt statue. You can basically climb on top, and you'd have to like stand up there to read. It's like this very tiny.
Oh, I don't
inscription.
want to touch the. No, I'm not going to touch the butt statue.
Okay.
Does Zorg have any like special wizards shit on him?
No. He seems like he despite his priestly attire, was definitely much more
priestly.
much more of a fighter than he was a magic user.
Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah. Here we are.
Mm.
I was really hoping you guys would join the Order of the Buttless.
I know. I like
was
my
thinking.
ass.
It is 12:30.
Good time for today.
I do love that we're getting our money's
Yeah.
worth out of this. So that's fine by me.
Yeah.
But
I want to see if we can complete it.
It feels like a good place to put a pause in it.
Yeah.
It's good though, because I think the Waterdeep stuff I am very much loving, but there's this huge next act now that you've sort of acquired Troll Skull Manor and all the like that I'm kind of working on some things for. So I'll keep chipping away at that while we finish our fun dungeon.
Our little underground railroad. This is all like a dream sequence.
Yeah, this is some crazy alternate universe. Holy fuck. Okay, that couldn't have predicted any of that. I'll tell you that much. Someone take that
neither.
Mystics box away from Morty.
Oh my god, that's saving our asses.
You're lucky it
I'm
was
glad we
my
grabbed
turn
that.
again. I was gonna keep just every round. I was gonna keep pushing it.
Don't forget that Rick's the dungeon master. He might do something a little more irrational than myself. And I did add, since it wasn't clear,
fine.
and sorry I wasn't on there. I thought it was, but I added a offhand dagger to your sheet, so you can just use that willy nilly now, and it's more
sweet.
obvious.
Nice.
It's only with like
Anyone can use
Light
an offhand
weapons?
attack, yeah. So it's only like you don't have
only
to have
with
any
certain kinds.
specialty. The only thing the specialties do for you depends on the thing. Like sometimes you get more AC bonus. Sometimes the basic one is that you get the full attack damage bonus. So yeah, the only penalty is that one, it takes your bonus action, so you can't do cunning action, and you don't get the bonus damage of your ability modifier.
Hmm.
Yes. All right, gentlemen.
Dude.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, it's still
Thanks,
fun.
Faye.
Thank you.
Love it, man. Thank you so
Jeez.
much.
Yeah.
Sorry about my
Yeah.
internet cutting out.
That's all right. We will do this again hopefully next Friday.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night.
See you guys.
Okay, dudes. Peace.
Later.